Good evening. It is with the joy of Jesus in my heart that I bring this timely message to us again as we continue and take a dive on our journey that we have been on for a while now. The topic before me this evening is very short. I'm going to be concise and precise as much as possible, and it's the nature of a refined man. The nature of a refined man. When we say someone is refined, what do we mean? We mean that a man whose heart and his thought process has been thoroughly washed, has been processed, and it has quality of information to make things happen. That is the definition of a refined person, because whatever happens to a man, it's all about a decision of the heart. It stems from the heart, and that is where the power of creativity are being processed. And we are going to look at just three or four things this evening that constitutes or that make up this status of a man that is said to be refined. And the first one is value creation. So, a test that you've been refined as a person is that you create value, because when something is still in its raw state, the value it give it very infinitesimal or not being noticeable. But after coming out of the shell, then when you have been processed, a proof that you've really go through a process of reformation to bring things out that can actually be meaningful and contribute towards human existence is that you create value. So value becomes a very important criteria to say that indeed this person is refined, because that is what being refined should do to a man. It should make a man valuable. And the second one is the art posture. The art posture. The art becomes a very sensitive part of a man, that even if God wants to work with a man, he has to first work on his art, because that is where the issues of life stem from, and the Bible also confirms that. So the posture of the heart is another very important place that whatever happens there, we can use to it can be a yardstick to measure if a man has been refined or not. What stems from the heart, it actually what defines a man. The way a man talks, his composure, and it's everything that he does, it's actually a a seed of what is in the heart. So when a man begins to flaunt and do things that are not appropriate as it is, then you have to be sure that this man has not been refined in his heart. So if his thought process, if what come from this heart is coming from a man that has been refined, then there's no way that his heart will not come into alignment to what the man is actually supposed to portray. Then the third thing is ability to create things. I talked about the value creation, the art culture. Then the third one is ability to create things. If your art has been refined, if you've proved yourself worthy of adding values, then there's no way you won't bring things into existence, because a heart that has been polished, a heart that has been refined, have the ability to think wisely. It has the ability to process new things. It has the ability to bring ideas into this office, because the thought process has been refined. The the ability to create value has been settled. Then what is next is power to bring things, the power of innovations, and the that is what a refined man can do, because his art posture is settled, the ability to add value is attained. Then what is next is bringing things into existence. So if you check through history, that all of the people that in different spheres of lives has added value to human's life through power of innovations and this thing, then it's very important that their heart has been conditioned to what they brought into existence, that they had a very good heart towards the innovations that God or whatever way in life that they've been able to affect or touch humans' life. And value creation, they've been refined in their thought process that they have the ability to bring things, and then what stem from it is the power of innovation. So a man becomes a very pivotal pivotal entity in the agenda of God, and even in bringing things to existence. When a man is refined, one, by this posture of the heart, value creation, and then his ability to bring things into existence. So these are the major constituents formed formed the refined man that we just look at briefly this evening. And I pray that the grace that brought this message will help us to be refined in our thought process, in creating values, and give us the power to bring things into existence. In Jesus' name.